Hi, and welcome back to Angels in the Library. On tonight's episode, we pretty much just want to have like a fun episode because you guys have been so diligent. You guys have been so good, and you guys are super tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. Because I just feel like, first and foremost, for you guys to be here, that means that you guys are the real 144,000. Because it's like, how did you guys find the channel? And also the fact that you guys are super, super engaged with the content on this channel just lets me know that you guys are super, super advanced spiritually and you guys are the leaders in the new world. So you guys are part of the revolution that's being televised. You guys are a part of the new age of Aquarius that we're stepping into. And just to have a little fun tonight, we want to do Spirit Family Bingo.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day me and Drew could have some money so you guys can win $5 afterwards.
Yes.
Or win or have a prize, like a real prize. Because
Mm-hmm.
I love having a little prize, but the real prize is you guys are evolving.
Yes.
So we're gonna have it's gonna be a fun game of bingo. We're gonna bring a celebrity and I'm gonna give you guys how many
5 seconds.
5 seconds. There you go, Drake. First, you know exactly how much time. 5 seconds to guess what spirit family they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having so much fun, you guys. You guys have been having so much fun in the comments. We've been having a ball over here. Shout out to Angels in the Library. Shout out to the real angels watching the channel. It's been nothing but love. Let's see. Spirit family bingo. So we're gonna give you guys 5 seconds for all these celebrities. And let us know in the comments where you guys place them and if you guys got any of these right, because I know that you guys are all really watching the channel and you guys know what's going on. So let me know how advanced you guys are. Like if you guys can see people and be able to know what spirit family they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because some things, looks can be, what's the saying?
Deceiving.
Yes. I was going to say mischievous.
Yeah.
Looks can be mischievous. Okay. Bingo. Slide 1. Ice Cube. Drika, do the countdown.
5 seconds on the board, guys. Leave your comment. Why my hand looks like that? 5,
5,
4,
4.
3, 2, 1.
Drum roll. Who could it be? Who could it be?
Ew.
Uriel. Ice Cube is the Archangel Uriel spirit family.
Mm.
I think he's a great person to start off this with because I don't think people would place Ice Cube as Uriel.
Yeah, I didn't.
I think people maybe would put him as possibly Michael. But
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about Uriel spirit family, you have to understand that Uriel is independence. It rules over independence. It rules over the mental state, and it rules over doing everything on your own. Ice Cube has never played into the Hollywood game.
Mm.
He's always done everything. I'm showing you guys ways in which you could tell he's Uriel. Okay, if you have Uriels around you, you might just be able to tell by his mannerisms. But other ways you could tell is, like I said, Uriel rules over being independent and doing everything by themselves. Like Cat Williams, who's Uriel, has produced his own stand-up specials. Ice Cube has made these movies by as the director, the producer, brought all these people together and did it that way. I think that those are the main ways you can tell. I can see it in him because I can see things usually after a while, but that's like a very obvious way in which Ice Cube is giving Uriel energy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think a lot of people would put him there. What do you think they would put him there? Put him, Drake?
I was gonna say Gabriel.
Oh, really? You think he comes in like Gabriel?
No, it's totally BSing around. I mean, I think not looking at this photo, I think if you saw like his younger, like when he's more like in the movie Friday or something more casual, you might think that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'd probably say in this case, people probably would not put him as Uriel. They probably would put him in the Michael category.
And number 2 is Uriel rules over like the cult, which Michael rules over the mainstream. Ice Cube is like mainstream, but even like Friday movies are like cult like in the black world. I don't think all white people have seen Friday. Right? I feel like that's like a black world thing. So once again, it's doing best in a cult like vibe. All right. Next one.
Robin Williams.
Count it down, Dree.
5,
Mhm.
4, 3, 2, 1. Leave your comment.
Robin Williams is the Archangel Michael family. Okay, this is actually really important to talk about because I don't think people would put Robin Williams as a black man.
No.
When he's totally 100% Michael. Once again, Michael is the personality of the creator. Okay, so people with big personalities, once again, Michael's supposed to be happy. People like us at our best when we're happy. You'll notice Michael's naturally get a lot of flack when we're not exuding a positive personality. A good example of that is J-Lo. Like, people are always mad about J-Lo, like saying that she's not always being nice. Like, people do not like us when we're not in our true nature, which is being a happy-go-lucky person. I think a very obvious time when Robin Williams is Michael is playing the genie. Because that's like playing the Father God. It's playing like a character that's out of this world. And once again, I think he's just very liked. I mean, Draco, where would you have put Robin Williams?
I would probably say in this case the same. April. Just because it's like so silly, I feel like we can be that way. And then I think also because he is white, it can come across a little bit more subtle. And yeah, I would not put him in Raphael. Definitely would not put him in Uriel. So that would be the only other place I would probably put him in.
Right. I'm trying to think of like Raphael actors if he could go in there. I mean, I think they do the character stuff really good. Like Meryl Streep can do character stuff, but it's still more calm and grounded.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody might put him in Uriel because he's really out there. I think people put being out there as a Uriel thing. But once again, Rob Williams is very, very mainstream. Where it's, I think the dead giveaway is the cocaine. That's a dead Michael giveaway. Anybody doing I don't know any Gabriels that have done a lot of cocaine. I've never heard of that. That actually is a giveaway. Like, anybody who's done a lot of cocaine, like, come on now. You already know it ain't got nothing to do with Jesus Christ. You can point right back to the Michael family. But also a lot of energy. I don't think Gabriels have that much energy. I think Gabriels can be silly like that.
Yeah.
But moving fast, like that fast motion energy. So I told you guys Michael's the energy of God. So we see Robin Williams, he's switching energies fast. Like you watch Robin Williams in an interview, maybe I should pull one up because he'll do like 20 voices. They said he came up with so many voices when he was doing the genie. Like, that's a Michael thing. When we think of Michael Jackson, he's moving so quickly on stage. Like, he's spinning around, like he's doing like the moonwalk. All these things are very like getting it going. Yeah, so that's where I think where you can start saying like, hey, this guy's family oriented. Mrs. Doubtfire's or kid movies like Gabriel, but then it's like, he did a lot of cocaine, so we know he's not Gabriel. And then he's moving very, very fast. So those would be things where you could be like, he's going a little fast.
A little suspicious.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like when I think of Gabriel, I always think of Obama, and he's just like moving in like
Um,
Right, right,
mm-hmm.
right, right. And then, yeah, I was gonna say too, like if Obama did cocaine, we'd be like, "What the heck?" Robin Williams are like, "Man, it's all good in the hood." They would be dragging Obama for the rest of his life for that.
Mm.
Okay, so that's my, and I think these are perfect to start off because I think people would probably put Ice Cube as Michael and put Robin Williams maybe potentially as a Uriel or something else, or Gabriel or Raphael. Maybe the
Mm-hmm.
Raphael because the casual dressing. Maybe the Gabriel because of the family friendliness,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe the Uriel because he's out there. But it's too strong and yeah, charismatic. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Michael Rosler being charismatic. Robin Williams is extremely charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Gabriel's like lovable, Michael's likable. Okay. Next up, we have Kylie Jenner. Drika, count it down.
5 seconds on the board. Five, four, three, two. Lock in your answer. One.
What do you guys think Kylie Jenner is?
What's Kylie?
Okay. Well, surprise, surprise. Kylie Jenner is a gray.
Mm.
I don't know where people would place Kylie Jenner. But her mother's a gray, so maybe you could go, okay, well, Chris is a gray. Maybe they would think she's the same thing as Kim.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, to me, her grayness, which we'll actually get into later down the line because it goes into other aspects of grayness we haven't talked about. But I
Mm-hmm.
think one aspect of the grayness is that we've addressed on the channel is just how she's built this big brand out of very basic things. Like the Cheesecake Factory, like she built a brand off of like being very basic and likable.
The lips.
The lips. She's I mean, I think that Kylie Jenner is a great example of a gray because um you know, we have to get deeper into this group of grays, which we will. But I actually want to, if anybody got this right, you know, it's Gabriel. Drika's Gabriel. So they're very girly. They're into fashion, this and that. So you see the Gabriel stuff, but then it's kind of like the lack of substance with the gray girl sometimes. It's very just looks and like that plastic vibe they can start going into. Like that one audio that's like, but that's exactly how I want to look, fake and plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a gray motto that we're going to dive in deeper down the line. We're going to talk about some very cool stuff in pop culture that the grays that Kylie Jenner is a part of have participated in that
Mm-hmm.
are different than the Jeff Bezos grays or the Tyler Perry grays. But she too is a form of a gray. And when I think of grays, also another way to look at it too is like there's really nothing you maybe you are a fan of Kylie, maybe you're not, but there's really no reason not to like her. Like it's kind of this gray energy once again, right?
Mutual.
What?
It's mutual.
Reachable?
Mutual.
Mutual. Okay, neutral. Neutral. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very neutral energy. Like I think Kim is more polarizing, and because Kylie's still coming out of Gabriel, she's more lovable, more likable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kim got into women's like world by men liking her and women wanting to appeal to men, so they wanted to be like Kim Kardashian. Kylie got into the world of women based around women liking her, and that's a very different thing where you can see like a difference between an archon and how a gray's moving. Like grays know how to make friends; they're really good at being popular, and it wasn't based around her getting Tyga. It was based around her making her looks better because I think all girls want to look better, and her just making it more normal. But yeah, you know, relatable and down to earth and these type of things.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a woman to woman thing because Gabriel was girls, things like that, girly time. So she was still doing girly time, Drake.
Her own way.
Yeah, she was doing girls world. And I do think Kylie's more likable than like Kim.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like I would hang if it was like, what Kardashian do you want to hang out with? Out of like the daughters. Or even like Chris. Like I think they're the most likable.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree, Drake?
Yeah, I would. I think everybody wants to have a mom, like how she goes out and supports all of them and pushes them to the front and motivates them. Like a lot of people wish they had a parent like that.
Yeah. Everybody wants a great parent and a great friend. Oh yeah, like how like she also bought Jordan that Benz. Like everybody wants somebody who's gonna like be like a friend and like all this story, and she just
Mm-hmm.
makes life seem like fun and easy, and I think that's the great thing. And she's
Mm-hmm.
and her look is nice. This is
Very
a pretty
baby doll.
picture of Kylie. What do you think?
Yeah, very baby doll.
Yeah, like I like her makeup, her hair, like yeah. Kylie Jenner, y'all. She's part of the Gray Spirit family. Shout out to the Grays. Next up, we have Elon Musk.
Oh my god. Count it down. 5, 4,
4,
3, 2,
2.
1.
What do you guys think Elon is, guys?
Oh, the audience.
Well,
Let's see.
surprisingly, he is not a demon. He is he is a part of the Archangel Raphael spirit family.
Hmm.
And I think nobody would think that right now, especially because he's literally went on Twitter and told the world to lock up his own family. He's like, y'all gotta investigate AOC. Y'all gotta lock her up.
Can you imagine?
I mean, we probably should do a whole video on Elon Musk because it's such a good topic in terms of angels and demons, and like he's a great case example of angels losing themselves big time and losing. What you say?
In the world.
Right, and he's a good example of what happens when you truly hate things of yourself. You end up starting to hate your own family. And okay, I think a lot of people would think he was an Archon or a part of the MAGA people and the Hitler and the Nazis. But the main reason we know that's not true is because it's not fitting him.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he puts all this stuff on, he just looks like awkward. He's not, and they still are unsure about him. People like Steve Bannon don't trust him. Candace Owen has said that she's not sure about him. So that spirit family is not fully resonating with him because they're not the same. So they know that he's not their family. Like they'll take the money and stuff, but they know that Elon Musk is not a part of their family.
Mm-mm.
So, and number 2, the other big reason why we know he's Raphael. There's a lot of reasons why we know. Because ain't nobody gonna have that type of technologic mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad. First of all, if you're Raphael, I'm sorry because I know this was the biggest letdown to your guys' family in history. Albert Einstein would have never done y'all like that. Elon Musk is literally cutting jobs from his own family. Them park rangers, he's a part of taking out his own family from work.
He hates himself.
Yeah, he does. He's trying, instead of working on it or calling out his family where they could improve, he's just taking it all out on them. But also the major other way, he's Raphael, is the fact that Tesla is losing money because his family is the reason why he got rich, and him turning his back on them is going to make him poor. The other family that he's trying to work with, the tarot, is not going to support his stuff. The only protests that have worked throughout this Trump stuff are families that are for companies that aren't tarot or archonic spirits. Like nobody, like all of the businesses that supported Trump, a lot of them are still in business because that's their family. So they're not going to lose any business.
Mm-hmm.
Elon is not tarot. So when he tries to leave his family's not going to buy his stuff, meaning he's going to be broke because he's relying on the Raphael check to become a billionaire. And if he's turning on them, he's turning on his family, which means turning on his money. We all rely on our family for money. Okay? Like, everything that we support is our own family. Okay? Like, if you're Michael, how many pairs of Jordans have you bought? So all the reason why we're all rich is from our own family. Other families might bring in a little bit of money, but the bulk of our money is always going to come from our family, and then obviously the other angelic families. But the biggest chunk is going to be from your own family. So if he doesn't get right with his family, he's not going to be able to get right with himself and with his money. And he has no idea. It's like he thinks that Tesla's going to make a comeback. Raphael's looking to other companies for EV. That's going to be hard because it's like that's a big drop.
It is. Like, I don't even know. How can he fix that with his family?
I mean, yeah, after saying just lock him up and put him in jail.
Right?
That's a good question, Vic. Yeah, how can
he family comment and let us know what can he do to like make amends here? After saying the lockdown. Like, what would be acceptable?
Yeah, because he's like siding with Putin and all these like big archons that Raphael really doesn't like. Like the majority of his family is probably I haven't really seen any other. Raphaels are traditionally left political people like Bernie Sanders. They're not far left. They're usually like left Democrats. They're not like Uriel on the far left, They're usually people that want like health care for people. They want a high minimum wage. We say
equal rights.
Equal rights, yeah. They're big into like having a higher minimum wage. I know Bernie Sanders, like all of them, always say we're supposed to tax the rich and like make a livable wage. Like that's big things that they're obviously the environment. So having him like get up here and tell everybody that we're gonna cut everybody's stuff. It's just
not a good look.
Obviously, we roasted Ralph. Everybody gonna get roasted. There's a lot of things about my family I don't necessarily want to support. I don't know. I just think Elon went a little too hard against his family. Even if he was going to support the Archons, he didn't have to throw his family under the bus to do it. That's my problem too. It's like a lot of people's voting for them. You don't gotta go and throw your whole family under the bus to do it. Because they're not wrong about everything. Right? Like I'm like, they're right about the environment. They're right about certain things. It's just not everything is. Nobody's been right about everything. So just call them out where they're wrong, but you can't just throw them all the way down the bus. Like what law has your family broken? You guys have actually. Bernie Sanders ain't broken no laws. Like he hasn't taken. But it's crazy too. Like AOC and Bernie, I think they don't even take those big checks from a bunch of lobbyists and stuff like that. From what I've read, you know what I'm saying? They actually do things the more proper way. Cool. They actually like try to avoid being corrupt. So it's like your families actually don't need to be in jail because like they're trying to do things. There's a lot of other politicians that like outside of your family that have done like rarely taken a lot of shade.
He's supporting.
We say
the ones he's supporting
done a lot of shady things. They're running bots all over the internet. I seen a bot farm. I'm gonna send you that, Drika. It was like somebody showing what a bot farm looked like and how they're just going on TikTok and just leaving crazy amounts of comments. And it's really crazy because I do see these extreme conservative like comments all the time, and it's like finding out that it's bots. Yeah, they have bot farms to comment all these things.
I have to see that because I'm like, what is a bot farm?
Yeah, that's what. I'm like, Elon Musk has been reading the bot farm comments.
Yeah, has to.
Yeah, it's sad. I feel bad for Raphael because like your most famous person in your family is out there just
Ruining it.
ruining your whole image. Like I'm over here on Angel Library telling y'all I'm like really trying to have Raphael's back. Like Raphael's aren't the racist white people. And here comes Elon Musk.
Oh,
he
he's a
just
perfect man.
he totally has ruined his own family, and it's not going to end well because his money is reliant on them. So it's like, you know how we always say, you never go against the family.
Yes, never bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's so interesting because I shop at a grocery store that's a Gabriel grocery store, and Gabriels have a lot of people with disabilities in their family.
I know you're gonna say that.
And so when you pull up to this grocery store, at least the biggest parking lot, right? It's like rows and rows, like 10 rows on each floor for disabled people. Like Gabriel's not going against the family. And it'd be nobody in those rows. But Gabriel knows when their family shows up, they get in first row seats to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you have to respect your family. Yes, we want our families to do better. We want to call them out on their BS and when they're wrong. But like I said, the whole thing is if he wanted to support Trump, he didn't need to go and tell everybody to put Raphael in jail.
Oh, that's too
But
funny.
Gabriel's go hard for their family. Look at Taylor Swift and her like you have to support your family because they need you. And like I said, if you want to go support demons, you don't got to go throw your family out under the bus to support demons. That's two different things. I think people would have respected him more too if he just went and supported Trump and didn't make this an anti-Raphael thing.
Yeah.
But he hates himself right now, so what could you do?
What can you do when you hate yourself? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
when you hate yourself, you take it out on your family. You try to,
Yeah.
and the biggest thing you're gonna do when you hate yourself will be, I've done this. You try to dress it like another family.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Let me get rid of the Jordans and go put on Gabriel Chanel shoes. I'm done with y'all. I don't want nothing to do with these allegations.
Yeah.
I don't want none of this no more. I need to go live my life as Gabriel. Somebody pass me the keys to the Porsche. I got to talk like this. Thank you,
Done with
guys.
this life.
Yeah, I'm Gabriel now. You gotta be a little slow, more calm.
Pull up in the front.
Pull up in the front. Right. Gabriel's be like, mm-hmm. You gotta spend. Sometimes we all do it, and sometimes it's usually a demonic family. I've tried to be a gray. I try to be so many other spirits, y'all. I know what Elon's going through. Trust me, brother. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It feels better to love yourself, so it's like it's not worth it in the end. I think in the end you feel worse. So he probably thinks he feels bad, like you were saying before, but he's probably gonna feel worse. Well, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah. Yeah, because you look back. I look back at photos of me trying to be a gray, and it's like it's so embarrassing. It's like you can't even find the words to describe the level of embarrassment. I have pictures of Gray Aranza, Jen Aranza, Ariel, Gabriel Aranza, even a little Raphael in there. It's like you try so many things, and none of it even looks like you. You're just trying to step outside of your family. You got
We talked about this a while ago, and I was like, yeah, it's like it's totally self-hate. So I'm like, I didn't like really myself like that. I didn't realize that that's what that was, you know. But looking back, it's like, yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, like I remember people used to like call me basic, and like, you know, as soon as somebody's calling you basic, you kind of try to like walk away.
Tell
Like,
it.
yeah, I'm like, Like I remember one girl was like, "Well, how come all you do is like usually you just wear Fashion Nova? Like you should try to get like more style." I'm like, like I used to wear like
Two
white
jabs at
tees
you.
and tight jeans, and I thought it was like my vibe, which it is because I'm Michael. But
Mm-hmm.
people will like call you basic, and you're just like, well, let me go switch it up, and you do, and you look
Yeah.
worse. Now you look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like all I've ever had was a white tee and a tight pair of jeans. Why should I change it now? So yeah, trust me, you guys. Looking back, Elon's gonna look back at these photos. And I don't know. The sad thing is I don't feel like Raphael, because they're logical and database, they're not an emotional family like Michael. Like Michael, we'll forgive our family for anything.
Mm.
But Raphael, I'm like, I don't think they work like that. Like you actually, I don't know. It's different because
You're gonna employ some sort of facts probably in data.
like you made 20,000 people lose jobs over the course of a month.
Yeah. I don't think I'm accepting you back in. This is too much.
Yeah. And like
Have
knowing
him
that they're,
donate part of his money.
what do you say?
I said they should have him donate part of his money.
Maybe if he still has money after all this,
Mm.
how is he going to keep this money up if they're all not buying it? Because he really doesn't realize his family is the reason why he's rich. Like the tarot don't buy those. Like who's buying that? You might have some angels from every family buying a little bit, but not like they're purchasing it.
Mm.
So it won't be enough money to sustain the company if they don't. Either they're gonna have to switch the CEO. Something's gonna happen soon because the money's gonna get so low. Some of the people right now said that Elon should step down from as a CEO of Tesla.
You know, I mentioned this a while ago, but I didn't know this would be like unfolding this way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty crazy.
Oh, you mentioned what?
About how I think he's gonna like lose money. Like he should be, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
I didn't
did.
really think he would lose, because I'm like, he has so much. So it's like, is it really gonna reflect? Like, will he really feel that change? But now these headlines are coming out, and I'm like, I guess he will, which is crazy.
Right. Because it's kind of like, I guess I'm gonna go back to the Jordans with the Michael family. Like, yeah, everybody has bought Jordans when they come in and out of style, but as a Michael, I'm always gonna buy Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sneaker that I will go buy because I love them because it's my family. It's like I don't care what you guys gotta say about Michael Jordan. It's not. It's deeper than that for us. But once again, Michael, we're an emotional supporting family. Once again, yeah, when it's trending, a lot of families will go buy Jordans, but your main base is going to be Michaels and the Gins. That's going to
Mm-hmm.
be your main base. Then you're going to have Gabriels. You're going to have certain people that, it's going to be other people that support it, but your main fan base, your main money is always going to be your family. So Elon really don't understand spirituality. Like, of course he doesn't. He's Raphael, but like, he's annihilated his whole family. Every Raphael is literally getting rid of that car, and the people that aren't Raphael that have the car got rid of it quicker. Like there's nobody supporting it, so either he's gonna have to step down from it, or he's going to lose all that money, and people are gonna start supporting. Like Drika, you had showed me Porsche's electric car. Remember last year? It's like
Mm-hmm.
people. My mom wants to get an electric car. She's gonna go test drive a bunch of other brands.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Come
have
on over,
to.
guys. Get
You're
a
right. They're
Porsche.
gonna go. They're gonna go support
Like,
Gabriel.
this is the perfect time to plug the family.
Yeah, it is.
We're not doing that. We would never do that to you guys.
You're right. It's true because Gabriel family's gotten stronger with the DEI and all the benefits. Like Costco's raised up the minimum wage to like $30 an hour or something like that at the warehouses. They keeping their DEI. Gabriel's like going stronger on the stuff. Like, come on,
Yeah.
y'all. Buy the
Even
EV from
more
us.
parking in the front. More support. Besides
Right.
the
So
electric Porsche.
yeah, because you did. Yeah, you know what, Trick? I do remember you bringing that up that he's gonna feel it physically. But I guess I didn't realize. Like, obviously, we know your family's your support system, but it's like he's only rich because of Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
And so the same people he's trying to lock up is the ones that gave him that platform. So they're deplatforming him
Yeah.
because they're,
Which is fair.
yeah. And he's going to find out, like you said, he's not from a Uriel family. Like, Kanye does all that crazy stuff. They take him back.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's, we do some stuff. Our family takes us back. We go right to church with Marvin Sapp. Never. I'm stronger. Everybody be crying. We take the gins back. Shit. Everybody made it. I made it. I don't think Raphael worked like that. That's too much. He's really making them depressed and making them cry and like they're really suffering. I seen a clip of Meryl Streep talking about when Trump imitated a special needs person, like it made her cry. Like that's too deep because Raphael does roll over empathy. It's like he's doing things that's like
going completely up against the grain.
He's gonna do it. Man, that's sad because he had a good little check. And all he had to do was shut his motherfucking mouth.
And he couldn't.
Me and Drake were talking about it too. Like it reminds me of like before I had fully evolved, and there'd be all these conversations online, and I wanted to jump into them. And you want to put your 2 cents in, and something stops you from doing it. It's like, let me just be quiet. And that's what Elon should have done. Like, he's a great example for everybody watching. Like, if you truly don't know something, shut the fuck up. Like, it's always a good thing to just sit back, close your mouth, relax, and just like you have to fully know something to be confident talking about it. I'm speaking on this channel because I actually know this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not speaking on it from a theory. And knowing is what's required, especially when you're that big in the public eye, but just in general, because we all influence each other. So it's important to mature, which is being in your knowing, and it's important to know when to do something and when not to, because the internet will rev you up and make you just look like a fool overnight.
Definitely will. Like, yeah, keep going. This is so good. And then when it hits the fan, they're gonna throw you under the bus and be like, "Yeah, I never fooled that guy. He's crazy."
Right. Like I always knew something was up with
So
Elon
funny.
Musk. Yeah, it's true. The internet will make you feel like you need to let everybody know what you think about something when you really don't have any original thoughts on it. You don't know shit about it. You're like, yeah, let me tell y'all about marriage.
Marriage is, meanwhile, never been in a marriage.
Right. It's like, let's all just stay away from topics we know nothing about.
But
yeah.
Happier.
Yes, and you'll be more happy. And let's be more supportive of our families. And I'm sorry to the Raphael family for having to get this letdown at the end of the world. It's a terrible time to do this, Elon. It's the worst time you could have chosen it.
Letdown.
We say it's letdown. It's like the worst time to do this, like right before the world ends, really. And I always say angels want to be demons so bad. That's another thing too. Like angels have so much demonic desire. Which is AKA a bunch of insecurity. We have to evolve, y'all. All right. Who's next? Trippy Red. Take a moment. We gotta do it, Drake.
5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, I lost track. 1.
Take a moment, count my guap, count my guap. All these rags bumming in, they bumming in. I know this is Marquis' favorite guy right here.
Yeah.
So let me know what you guys think Trippie Redd is.
Mm-hmm.
Any guesses? Okay. Trippie Redd is a gin.
Look at you guys.
I know. I don't think people would see Trippie Redd as a gin because he's not the typical 50 Cent, like,
Yeah.
bitch, I'm big dude. Who's that big boogie? Egypt, come on now. Egypt, go. Egypt down. I think people think of gins like total bend it over, pussy fat, pussy.
Yeah, more maybe urban.
Yes, because Trippie has that big following in.
He's kind of old.
Yes, he's alt. Yeah, he would be like alt. And we'll get to the kind of gin he is down the line. But Trippie is a form of a gin. And like Drika said, I don't think people would just put him, they probably wouldn't know what Trippie was.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what he was for sure. I think we originally talked about him a while ago, and
Yeah.
it's like, kind of like having a thing, especially with the red hair. It's kind of giving creepy.
Right. It starts giving that Marilyn Manson stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when you find out that like gins want to be like Uriel, so they want to be alternative. So like, we have Future who's a gin, he's like Future Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to do some Uriel stuff, which is like something alternative, being different. Like how 2 Chainz says, I'm different. I'm different. Like that's a very like you, but 2 Chainz is a gin because it's like the typical gin stuff. Well, there's gins like Trippie Redd too. Cause like what is he really talking about? Take a moment, count my guap, talking about money.
Oh, Jen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alternative. You thought you was listening to something alternative. You was fucking with the same niggas that gave you the other stuff. And it's funny because Trippie always talks about shooting people and all types of gin activities, but he's doing it in an alternative way.
Mm-hmm.
What's his other big song? Topanga. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's the same one. Oh my god.
I don't even know what that's called. I just know the lyrics.
Yeah. It's like for the gins that aren't, I guess that hurts, Miss the Rage. I miss the Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't think people would say, okay, that's a gin. They wouldn't really know what that was. They might think it's some type of Uriel thing, an alternative. But it's like, but then you do see like here he has the gin jewelry on and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because even inside the regular spirit families, people aren't realizing those are their families, and this is why people are into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely think Trippie Redd's a crossover gin. Like he has a big white audience, Mexican, like he's all over the place. He don't just have black people as his main audience. But I think black people still like it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Trippie Redd, y'all. It's just another gin in alternative clothing.
Alt gin.
Alt gin.
I like that. Alt gin.
Alt gin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he's trying to do that alternative singing too. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Big 14, what the fuck going on? That's where you get the gin shit.
Moving it back in.
Yeah, and when I watched that music video, him and like Travis Scott just killing a bunch of people.
Oh, I never seen the video.
Yeah. Yeah, Trippie Redd is funny. I like Trippie. Okay. Oh, next up, you guys, Monica Bellucci.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us
What do you
know.
guys think Monica Bellucci is?
Hmm.
Want to tell us, Drake?
She's Gabriel, guys. I bet you didn't know.
Yes, she's Gabriel. And it's so interesting because Drika brought up Monica Bellucci a long time ago, which probably was the key factor where we should have been like, oh, she must be Gabriel because you're talking about Monica Bellucci and you're Gabriel. But
Mm-hmm.
I think Monica Bellucci has such a strong sex appeal and it's very, very sensual. And I think those are qualities that people associate with Michael. But where she comes into Gabriel is like you kind of see this calmness. And sorry, I gotta pull it back. Also, it's just very perfect. Like her face is very, very perfect. And a lot of times with Gabriel girls, they have high symmetry. Even Drika has a very symmetrical face. Like it's very symmetrical. Very perfected. What do you say?
I said, don't blast me, and somebody gonna be in the comments like, yeah, it's not symmetrical.
No, it is.
Crooked.
Like your chin, like everything's like perfectly carved and symmetrical. I feel like obviously me, I don't feel like I have a symmetrical face, even how I have one dimple on one side and one not. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way.
I just noticed that with Gabriel, it's all perfect. Like the everything was sought out with the Gabriel beauty.
Thanks.
You know, I think that's a big thing.
Family.
We say?
Thanks from the family. We all appreciate it.
Yeah, Gabriel, they're so perfect. They are. There's something very perfect and very symmetrical about Gabriel faces because Jesus was over being perfect. I just noticed that like we're talking about people with perfect looks. We're talking about Gabriel. And not that other families aren't very beautiful and very pretty, but it's like it's not the same thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to think of like a Michael girl that everybody knows that's like really pretty, but it's not the Gabriel thing. Like Drika, Adriana Lima. Yes. See how the Michael family is more, it's not perfect. Like Adriana Lima's teeth, Drika was talking about this week. Like she loves her teeth. And a lot of people talk about that. With Michael, it has to be something a little like different. It's really not the perfect look. Like that's really the biggest difference between a Michael and a Gabriel in terms of beauty. You're gonna see something that's a little bit like, oh, like Gabriel is, and obviously you have some Michaels that have something that obviously Argelina is very perfect, but there's still something that's like different there. Whereas Gabriel's that are in the beauty, it's like everything was painted by the gods. Like I really feel like you can't see anything wrong with Monica Bellucci's face. Everything seems perfectly carved. Her nose, her eyebrows, her face shape. It's like there was a clip of her with like some bangs, and it's almost like her face is just so perfect. Like I can't really, obviously everybody knows Monica Bellucci has perfect face, but yeah, it's very perfect. And once again, since we talked about it earlier, a big factor that you would know she was Gabriel is the calmness. Like Drika mentioned Adriana Lima. Adriana Lima is always smiling, cracking up. She goes boxing, like she's very energetic. Mm-hmm. Whereas Monica Bellucci is to herself. She's calm. She's serene. She's peaceful. And we don't hear much. You know what I'm saying? Gabriels are kind of to themselves. But I've always thought Gabriel's beauty was very perfect. Like, who wouldn't want to be so perfect? You're so pretty. You're so popular. Yeah. So that's how I know it's Gabriel. I'm like, wow, this girl's like perfect looking. The difference between being pretty and being perfect. And I feel like Gabriel always has that. Something very perfect. It's something very feminine and perfect about the way they look.
She does look like that.
Yeah, like somebody just drew it all together. It was like,
Hmm. I like this.
Something perfect. So yeah. Maybe let me know if you guys are getting these right. I still want to know you guys' comments of who you guys think these people are.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think Monica Bellucci, she's known for being obviously very beautiful, but she has a very sensualness that I think in the sex appeal, I think people might associate with Michael. But once again, we go into the temperature and she's very calm. She's very, sleek,
Relaxed.
very relaxed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michaels are walking in, she's in up a storm. You don't even know it. Okay. Next streak.
Okay, 5,
Jeff Goldblum. Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Do you want to tell everybody what he is?
He is a gray, everybody. Have you been deceived? Are you feeling deceived yet?
Right. Are you feeling deceived yet? Call our hotline.
Yeah,
The
that would
Great
be funny.
Deception.
Call
Right.
in and let us know how you feel about this one.
Yeah. It was interesting because the first photo I saw him, I didn't choose because it was obvious because he had kind of that gray smile going.
Mm.
Um, I think where he kind of gives the gray stuff is because he's just like, to me, is he's just kind of like out of the way. He's like a nice guy. He's likable. And you can't really think anything he's done that's bad. It's just like, oh, this is a good, fun guy. Let's
Mhm.
call Jeff Goldblum to do the commercial. Driga, where would you have placed him?
Probably, maybe I think with like him doing what is it, Jurassic Park? Perhaps he probably just think he was regular Gabriel. I think probably a
Mm.
fun initial thought. And then until you look a little bit further.
Yeah, right. Look a little bit further in those deep, deep, dark gray eyes. Do you think he's
Yeah.
coming in like Raphael potentially?
Yeah, probably with the acting too.
Yeah, he seems like a casual guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a regular guy. It's like
Normal.
he's far from regular, y'all. He was in that new movie Wicked, and he played the Wizard of Oz, and I thought that was a very gray role, and like some of his grayness was in it, but he's not he's over the top, but he's not at the same time. If that makes sense.
He's mixing it up.
Yeah, like you can see it in him, but also he's kind of like chill too. Like we don't see a lot of Jeff Goldblum for a gray, but he's kind of like out the way a little bit. But he has those intense gray eyes.
He's trying to
Yeah.
evolve.
Yeah, and I think that he's like very likable. I think that's where he's trying to evolve. I don't know what Jeff Goldblum's trying to do, but he's making good money. I mean,
I'm cracking up. I was like, he's trying.
trying to evolve.
Like it
Is he trying to
disgusted me.
evolve?
Like, no, that's great if he is.
Maybe he is. I mean, he did a good job in Wizard of Oz. I thought that was a good role for a gray because the Wizard of Oz turns out to be evil. So I thought it was interesting that he was playing a villain because technically he's a demon. So it's kind of like he was playing the Oz, which I think is actually a good role for a gray. Because I said he's just a regular guy, but in the Wicked movie, he had other plans for the Oz world and stuff.
Like, wait, you watched Wicked?
Yeah, I fell asleep, but it was something to do.
Okay.
But I just thought it was interesting that he was in it because, like, I don't see him in a lot of stuff. But that was actually a
Yeah.
good fitting role for him because it's like he was trying to come up. He's like all nice when he meets like the girl, and the whole time it's a plot to like get her to use her powers to like do evil stuff to the animals and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But like he was just like trying to butter her biscuit. So actually, he played the role really good because technically it's kind of like a gray vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Hate to tell y'all that he's a gray, but you know, some people, maybe you love the grays. You know, maybe this is good news for you because you're like, you know what, I'm a big fan of the grays. Maybe you love supporting them on their mission to keep the world optimistic, keep us all happy. But I did
No.
find it interesting that like the Greys was playing a villain in that role. I thought that was interesting. Like I think we're gonna see
Oh,
more of that. Like the actual people, demons playing more evil roles instead of them playing the good guys all the time.
yeah.
But yeah, that's all for Friday night bingo. Even though this isn't a Friday night. Let me know out of 8, which ones you guys got correct, which ones you guys got wrong, who was the most surprising person out of this group, and if you can tell people's spirit families in your own life, or if it's something that you guys naturally do now that you guys know this information.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know. But I had a fun time talking with you all, and I hope you guys have a great week. The next video will be the vampires. So stay tuned because we have some more spirit families for you.
Comment below who you think a vampire is.
Right. And where you think they're from.
Yes. Would love to know.
Yay. All right, guys. Love you all. Good night.